I know, and I'm scrutinizing it.
Well, you shouldn't. Yeah, that helped you get the W on that. Lube was a great answer. Of course, but condoms, always a great answer.
Mm-hmm.
Dental dam would have been acceptable.
No one uses
5-hour energy.
Dam?
Prostitute does.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Speaking as one.
Not that I know, but I would assume a very responsible prostitute would use dental dam.
True.
All right. Well, welcome to the podcast broadcast stream, everybody. All right. It's our final round with Maxine here. And if she wins this, she's going to win those tickets to As I Lay Dying. Are you a big fan of As I Lay Dying, Maxine?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while. I'm excited.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm excited for you. Hopefully you win this last category. You're going to start things off, and I think you have the advantage here too. So name something you might find in a woman's purse and go.
A pad.
Did you say a pen?
Pen?
Sure.
A pad.
Tampons.
Tampons, okay.
Maxine, go.
Maxine.
A comb.
Yeah, I can never understand you, Maxine.
She's got the advantage.
I'm sorry, I said comb.
She said come.
No.
That wins.
No, comb with a brush.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you won anyways.
Yeah, well done.
I had so many answers.
No, you didn't.
Yes, huh?
Why, you jack purses?
Maybe.
Yeah.
In this economy.
All right, Maxine, I'm going to give you those tickets for As I Lay Dying. And welcome everybody on the stream. Keep those comments going. We're going to kick things off with the show open from this morning. And I'm going to get Maxine's information. We'll be back with so much more podcast broadcast. It's going to be a good one.
What the hell was that?
I knew not to have your mic on yet. You are absolute nut, Powers. What are you doing right now? Waving to the camera, like selling the wake up song, wake up sound effect that we do.
I don't hear the song, and then all of a sudden it was just that.
It's your fault. The volume knobs.
Oh, you know what?
You
That
did
is my
this.
fault, actually, because that means the show open won't be on the podcast broadcast stream when we replay this later. It doesn't matter. Good morning. Welcome to
Good
Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Obviously, you got Powers here, the lunatic himself. Joining him is a super show here. We got Rico in studio. Good morning, Rico.
Woo, good morning.
So three of us are going to be partying on this Thursday morning, and we got a lot of things to celebrate and some things to mourn. The thing I'm going to mourn the most today is the end of the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. I was I know, but I was thoroughly entertained by this trial, as was most of TikTok and the world. And they were celebrating the results of this, which was a win for Amber Heard, but a bigger win for Johnny Depp. It was actually massive. In case you missed it, you live under a rock. The settlement was dropped yesterday. Here's what the judge announced in damages in Johnny Depp's lawsuit against Amber Heard. Ooh. Oh, okay. So if you're doing math at home, kids, that's $15 million. Like, ooh, okay. Oh, well, it looks like Amber Heard won too. Let's see how much Amber Heard won here. Okay.
Poor thing. Whatever will she do with $2 million?
Well, $2 million and her lawyer fees are like, I don't know, $8 million. The whole thing. I guess it wasn't a win for Amber Heard after all. The internet was celebrating. Amber Heard immediately released a statement saying it's a setback for all women, and all women were like, bitch, it's a setback for you."
Yeah,
you ain't all women.
Try.
Yeah. She tried to like lump us in, like, right, guys? Am I right? They're like, no, you're a liar. Oh man, I have never seen so many women turn on one individual woman since the last individual woman was, persecuted. Women turn on women pretty quickly.
You thought about that all morning, didn't you?
He's a poet.
Ah.
Johnny Depp celebrated the victory while hanging out at a pub with Jeff Beck and Sam Fender, who's a UK rock star, as you would, eating fish and chips and drinking mega pints of beer. Amber Heard.
Happy hour sometime.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Amber Heard celebrated by calling up her agents and being like, "So what's my next gig?" And they're like, "What?
Yeah.
No." So it does not look good for Amber Heard, but maybe don't be crazy.
She might have an in with Charmin.
Oh yeah,
Let's see
why?
if they pick her up.
Yeah,
Let's
so the end of that, and it was actually trial by TikTok, as I mentioned before. One of the reasons why people believe that Johnny Depp was overwhelmingly favored amongst the public was based off of the TikTok edits that were being put together for this. The Justice for Johnny hashtag had over 19 billion views compared to Amber Heard's hashtag, which had 81 million views. Let me hit that sound effect one more time for Amber Heard. Yeah, so that Justice for Johnny thing's still trending. And now, after we've had a celebrity trial of the year, it's only June. We're halfway through the year. We're just like hoping that someone else breaks up. Like, where's Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith when we need them?
Oh,
Like, are you guys gonna be fighting? Come on, let's get Chris Rock on the stand and testify. Like, that's the only way we could step it up from here. The best show of the year is now over, and that was the trial. I'm hearing that Amber Heard's also going to try to appeal.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, so is this done, or is there another court thing someone can do and we're all back in this?
No, well, I mean, there will be an appeal, but at the same time, she's running out of money fast. And there's already experts stating that she's probably going to be bankrupt. And with the lack of any income coming in, Aquaman 2 not going to pan out for her, and any other people trying to hire her, not trying to hire her. It doesn't look good. So maybe she'll be a housewife. Elon Musk has already moved on, so she kind of burnt that bridge. Who knows? I know that she's crazy enough that if I'm single again, I'd take a stab at it.
Oh my God.
That's it's kind of my style, but she won't get much from me. You can't get blood from a rock.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All right, so yeah, that's the recap. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial is over. So now I guess we can move on to bigger things like I don't know, gas prices and inflation. Damn it. I forgot about gas prices and inflation, man. See, that's why I like this trial so much. I totally wasn't even thinking about it when I was filling up my gas tank and spending like $75. I wasn't even mad because I was like, oh man, that Amber Heard, she's a liar. And it was in my head. And now I got to focus on reality.
Man, I'm so glad Johnny Depp got all that money. Oh, man.
Pour another mega pint.
Yeah.
Let's kick things off. It's going to be a good show today. Phone lines are wide open if you want to give us a shout. 600 KFMA. We got Morning Moron coming up next. But, of course, we're kicking things off on this Thursday with Rage Against the Machine. It's Bulls on Parade, Rock 102.1. But you know the name of the show. Let's go. All right, welcome back on the stream. We just did a speed break. Doing a little 2-hour podcast broadcast today. I got a special one lined up for you. You got my friend Carlos Arzate coming in studio doing a performance for us. He is Mr. Tucson. So
cool.
I know that probably the name doesn't ring a bell with you, Powers, but you'll probably, when you see Carlos, you'll be like, I noticed this guy. I recognize this guy because he's been a man around town for quite some time.
Cool.
And Todd, are you good? What's this muted from the hospital thing? Did the honeymoon not work out for you?
Or did it work out so well?
Really good.
Yeah. She's like, can you get this removed from my rectum?
That's where he went.
Of course, that's where I went. I mean, I read those stories all the time, so why wouldn't I go there? And good morning, everyone. OG streamers, Mike, what's up? Kyle, what's up?
Yo.
Manny, Anthony, Nick, of course, what's up? We decided to go early and go long. Ooh, early and long today. Here's so many questions. We've been banging out the speed breaks, and of course, we got Rico and Powers at the same time.
A
Doing a
very
super show.
rare treat.
Yeah.
Which I like. It's a treat for me.
Yeah, I tried to get that to where it happens twice a week, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, Rico doesn't want nothing to do with it. He's like, I'm trying to get you where. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I was like,
trying to find my inner peace.
I'm like, I feel like I got a way
stuff.
to get you some extra money. And what do you think about doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? He's like, can't do it, bro.
Anyway, we can break those days up. Mathematically, no.
Yeah, that's not how that
Let
works.
me talk to my guy.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I guess there is a way though. I didn't think about that.
He ain't taking mine, and I'm switching with his.
There you go.
Mhm.
Well, that was the only way. So yeah, I guess we're out on that one.
Yeah,
I was gonna say because technically you could do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but yes, it would take you away from Herb Day.
I love her.
Herb Day is the greatest.
Yeah, everyone loves Herb Day,
Yeah.
except for me. So
They're
oh
like
great, I'm
peas
already
and
getting
carrots.
spam this morning. That's
A little spam. That's
fucking
nice.
awesome.
Oh, it happens
All
from
right.
time to time.
Yeah. All right. Well, but yeah, so yeah, since he won't give up Herb Day, there's no possible way to do it. We're trying.
Trying.
When I say we're trying, I'm trying. I'm like, hey, an extra 4 hours. And that's a step in the right direction because then there might be other hours on top of that. It's like I'm trying,
All right, you're throwing some lettuce and tomato on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
With
There you go.
onions.
Ooh, I like it.
That's right. Yeah, I'm giving you all that.
You're putting
all
some
those
air
toppings.
pockets in my meat.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, what's your favorite sub place again?
Not Jimmy
Well,
John's.
it's
the other
Jersey
one.
Mike's.
Jersey
Jersey
Mike's.
Mike's.
Yeah.
All about the air pockets.
Oh, I know.
Give me all the air pockets.
I know. Since I told him that, he's going to carry that information with him to his dying day.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's good information to have. Even though my daughter currently is trying to get a job at Jimmy John's, and so she's
Traitor.
she's trying to get disowned. I was like, come on,
She's trying to get disowned.
Jersey Mike's right down the street.
She's trying to get disowned to lightning fast.
What happened with Duncan? I thought she wanted to work at Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, yeah, Duncan's not hiring right now, so she converted to, and it's funny because she's vegan, or she's attempting to be vegan. She's going to all meat
She
places.
doesn't know nothing about it. Yeah.
And well, that's
Trying to shut them down.
That's the thing. It's like, yeah, I'm encouraging this because I know that if she works at any of those sub places for a week, she'll give up on that vegan diet.
Yeah.
You can't be slicing meat all day and be vegan.
Well, especially because, again, you even asked her like why she's vegan or what she knows about it. She's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it is like she's not doing it for the right reason. She's doing
No.
it for the modern day hip.
Right.
This is what's going on this week.
Pure
Yeah,
chaos.
1 second. We're on here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here on the podcast broadcast. Yes, we are live already on the podcast broadcast. Congratulations to Maxine for winning those tickets for As I Lay Dying by beating Rico in the last word. Rico, yeah, your win-loss record, not too good. In fact, actually, I was just talking to Kristen from the Tucson Roadrunners about this the other night because she was
About me losing?
well, she said she lost her undefeated streak from
Oh.
playing the games when she joins the podcast broadcast because she normally comes on days where she's with you and she beats you handily. And then Powers beat her in a round of the last word, which made her lose her undefeated streak. And now,
No prisoner.
yeah. And because of that, Rico, she got a job in another market and she's moving in 2 weeks. So thanks a lot.
What?
Yeah.
This is my fault now?
Yeah. Because you made her feel so good about winning
False
That's-
optimism and false hope.
that, yeah, Powers devastated her
I'm
by
the heel,
having
man.
her
It's
lose.
like wrestling.
You know,
I'm the heel.
heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. Have you ever had to fire somebody from your life?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Give me an example. So we'll start with you, Rico.
An old friend, maybe?
Yeah, like an old friend. Because I mean, I fired 2 different friends from my life. These not employees; they were just straight up friends. One was this dude Mark turned into a full blown crackhead,
Yeah.
right? And it was just too much. And I was like, okay, you're just done. He still sends me a friend request on social media like every 4 months. I'll get that, and he's not doing any better. Unfortunately, the crack got him. The other was my buddy Mike, and these are kids that I've known since high school, right? That were always like friends, but not great friends, but always around. He ended up stealing money from my mom. And yeah, living off my mom,
Jeez.
and then stole money from her. Again, drugs were in the equation. But yeah, then I fired him, and I honestly looked at it as like an even trade. I was like, good riddance. How much you get? A couple grand. All right, I guess that's worth it to get you out of my life. What's your example, Powers?
So I got a few, but one of them I remember is like a friend of mine, and he had gotten depressed and whatever, and then wanted to maybe be a wrestler, right? So he does start working out, and he gets all with it.
Mhm.
But then because of that, he becomes like a real jock douchebag and just started even trying to talk down to me and was just starting to be a cocky guy. And then the thing that I just won't stand for, and this happened a couple times where if you're my friend, you got to be friendly to my other friends.
Right.
And this dude would be such a jerk to my other friends. He was like jealous of them.
Right.
And I'm just like, you know what? You got to like stop. And it was like, I'm kind of done hanging out with you. Flat out was like, you're done. Told
Right.
him that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, we're going to keep this conversation going on the podcast broadcast stream. We're asking you, when did you fire someone from your life? Want to hear those stories? 600 KFMA, the 600-5362. We'll share some of the best calls next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away.
I suppose it would
Clear.
be way, way cooler if you're able to say it out loud to them, like, you're fired from my life.
That would be
Yeah.
fun.
That'd be great.
That would be awesome.
It's always like a silence, like subversive, like, hey, no longer welcome.
Yeah, there
Kind of
was
situation,
someone
like a drift apart.
Yeah, because that one, I'll say that one because it was a little easier. I do have one that's based on like this person stole money from me.
Mm.
It was real emotional, and I just got the last phone call with him, and I was
I don't
so
want you.
vicious where I was just like, I'm like, I hate you. Like, I hate you.
You're my
Like,
nemesis.
absolutely was just like, I never want to, I hate you. And was just like, click, done. And it did feel really good to just
Mhm.
be like, here's what your whole thing is. And I ran him down and got him good because he was like, I'm like, yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
And I was done.
Really?
But yeah, oh yeah.
Did he try to get back into your life?
No, he hasn't yet, but I heard through the grapevine that because this guy was like a narcissist, he's like, whatever, I know I can just if I want to be making my friend again, I could just do it because he used to think he could manipulate me, and I found out he was kind of manipulating me and screwing me.
Right.
So he did just think, oh, he's just doing this. I could get him back to be my friend. All I got to do. And that was his thing. He thinks the shit don't stink and that he's the mastermind of shit. So yeah, would still sell me out like that. If I wanted, I could just make him my friend again. And I'm
Right.
like, nope.
Good luck.
Right. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, there are not. I don't hate anyone except like this one dude.
You hate that guy. You actually
I absolutely hate him.
hold hate in your heart for
I
this
hold
guy.
hate in my heart.
There's no redemption arc for him.
Yeah. And there was a mini documentary thing that I was telling you about, right? So
Yeah.
he was coming in here. And even just yesterday, I was like, there's 1 second of footage with this guy. Can you get that? He's like, yep. 1 second.
Snip, snip.
And get him out of there. I want nothing to do with this person.
Right. Yeah.
So-
Keep him out of my documentary.
That's right.
Or just
So-
have the little caption douchebag underneath it
Yeah,
for a
right.
split section.
But even
and then-
that, not worth it.
Not
I
even
came
worth
up with
it.
a funny thing to parody him. No. Because if you parody someone with a cartoon or do whatever, they can come after you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, it's not even worth it. I don't even want to do any of that. I will
Doesn't
just
exist.
go forward. Doesn't exist.
Mhm.
Watch me again. What's the best revenge? Best revenge is living well.
Right.
And that's just watch me succeed because I offered this person a lot of opportunities.
Mhm.
And okay, well,
Screwed
bye.
himself over.
Yep.
Morning, DJ Looney. And Manny said, I don't think I've been fired from people. I think I've been fired from people's lives. I can't think of a time I fired anyone in my life.
It's true.
Oh,
Well, you're on unemployment now, so that's cool.
If everyone's the asshole, sometimes you're the asshole.
Right. That's true. And I know for sure I've probably been fired from a handful of people's lives
Sure.
where I'm just like, whatever
What?
happened to that?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
did so and so
That's
go?
the thing. Yeah. Some people fire you very discreetly, very like ghost move. Like,
I think that's more common
yeah.
because you're just not available.
Right.
Just the
You know?
drift apart. And it happens to everybody.
That's true.
See, mine got
Rift.
a little heavy. So, do you have one? What's one of yours? We actually got rid of some.
Mine, nothing too overt. I mean, aside from like personal relationships with like another significant, but
Yeah.
like friendship. It's life. I mean, it's like all my life I've moved to different cities growing up, so it's like having to make new friend groups and things like that, then moving somewhere else and watching that unit kind of dissolve. Not per se firing, but it's kind of one of those realizations you have where you're like, oh damn, haven't talked to them in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, like kind of not firing, but like
Yeah.
more of a corporate, I don't know, letting go of everything.
Mm.
Like, we're dissolved as a company. Goodbye, everybody.
Right.
Kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, that's normal.
Yeah.
You grow out. You change as a person
it's that.
sometimes. and
Grow.
You
Yeah.
grow. You
That's-
grow.
I have another similar one actually, and this was with a best friend, and that's what happened. He started dating a different girl, and he got real posh.
Yeah.
He got real New York and Fifth Avenue
Like,
and
who the hell
snotty,
is this?
and would talk and starts talking down to you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I kind of let that fade away, and then it was a couple years later, and I'm coming out of the subway.
Mhm.
And again, he was a best friend. He was my best friend.
Okay.
And we bump into one another in the subway of New York City. What are the odds? And he was like, yo, I'm so sorry I was such a dick back then. Blah, blah, blah. No, he's not dating this girl.
Oh wow.
And we were able to reconnect and become best friends again.
He's like, what was
and-
that?
Are
I
you
know.
still best friends with
I
him
was,
today?
yeah, and I was I
Wow.
married him. because I'm
Oh,
ordained. So he's one of the people
You're
I
that
married.
close to him.
We're that close. No, we got married.
It's June.
But that was the thing. Yeah, happy June. No, but that was the thing. So I even married him to his wife. Like we became that good of friends where I was the minister's
Mhm.
wedding again.
Nice.
You know, so that's really nice because he's my best friend from college. Like
That's
we really
cool.
do have it.
Cool. All right. Well, that's the question. And keep those comments coming in. Earlier this morning, we had a legendary morning moron. Well, the son of a legendary morning moron. And it went a little something like this. Rock 102.1, KFMA at 6:13, and time for your morning moron. Ooh, you grew up a Yankees fan, did you not, Powers?
I sure did.
Yeah? Who's some of your favorite players growing up?
Don Mattingly.
Stop right there.
Ooh.
I'm glad you said it, because our morning moron today has something to do with Don Mattingly.
What happened with Donnie Baseball?
No, Donnie Baseball didn't do anything wrong, but he did raise an entitled drunk for a son. His son is named Jordan Mattingly, and he was arrested the other day, and that's why I'm reporting on him in our morning moron. He was in Indiana, of all places. It's weird, too, because Don Mattingly, I think, is a coach for the Miami Marlins.
Yep.
So he's living in Miami, but he's like, Jordan, you stay in Indiana. So that should
You
be
stay far away.
far away in White Trashville. Actually, it's called Evansville, to be correct. Yeah. Police in Evansville started getting 911 calls about a drunk driver on Monday afternoon after witnesses saw an SUV driving erratically on the highway, crash into a median, and then just kept going. Woo! After he crashed, he caused a flat tire. The car was smoking, and he just kept going until the tire actually fell off, and then he just kept going. Jordan wrecked.
Yeah.
All right.
Not exactly tipsy there, huh? Just destroyed.
Yeah. Now, I'm not an expert on alcoholism, but if you're blackout drunk on a Monday afternoon, you might be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he eventually stopped the car at a dealership. That's where people said he looked super drunk. And then why did he go to the dealership? Well, that's where he bought the dealership. So he went back to the dealership and tried to convince the dealership to buy the car back from him.
Oh, okay.
After he crashed into a medium, blew out a tire, and then drove it 3 tires deep back to the dealership. This is your problem now.
Yeah.
My warranty.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show a picture of Jordan Mattingly right here. He's a bad-looking kid, but
he looks like. That does look like Wish Don Mattingly. It does.
Yes.
I'd cast him as a moonshiner.
Yes,
Absolutely.
See? Absolutely. Now, how super drunk was he? Well, according to police, once they finally did catch up with him, they gave him a breathalyzer. He blew a 291, all right, which is 3.5 times legal limit. And coincidentally enough, was also Don Mattingly's batting average in 1993.
Well done. I was
Yes.
wondering what the connection was. Like 291. I'm like, it's not quite a 300, but you know what? It's a good hitter.
Exactly. It's a solid hitter. Put him in number 3 spot, maybe 2. Definitely not leading, though.
No.
All right. Now, please say that inside the SUV, they found 4 Loco cans.
Oh.
And a can of White Claw. So he had several 4 Loco cans and then washed it down with the chaser of White Claw.
Wow.
No surprise here that Jordan is facing several charges. But considering he does have a rich and famous father and white privilege, he'll be out on probation in no time. But getting wasted, wrecking your car, driving into the dealership, attempting to sell it back to you, and being the son of a Hall of Fame baseball icon definitely makes you a morning moron.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hit the reset, come back with the latest thing that's been hitting your inflation. It's going to hit your wallets, and it's going to ruin your movie experience. Oh, that good news is coming up next. At the beginning here of the podcast broadcast, you're going to hear a little bit of that because we're recording speed breaks still, trying to keep that going cleanly and sharply into the 9 o'clock hour. And Rico came up with an observation I thought I didn't even think about until he brought it up. And that's our dining experience is different. And it kind of takes away from the romanticizing of the restaurant experience.
Yeah.
What was it again, Rico?
Well, it's like every time you go to a restaurant, it's like inherent with going out is you get the menu presentation where they're like, you sit down, they hand you the menus. You go, ooh, the excitement. Now that's gone for a lot of places. I mean, some places obviously still have menus, but a lot of times now you have that QR code.
Yes.
You got to scan on your phone and explain to your elderlies like what the hell that is.
Yeah, it's not good.
Process.
For dates, that sucks too, because a part of having a good date is putting those phones away. But what this does is like immediately involves the phone. And now you're already kind of like triggered to, keep looking at your phone. Yeah. And the first 10 minutes of your date, you guys are literally scrolling through your phone, just trying to pick out what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
15 minutes if your date's bigger,
And you can use it as a crutch to like, get rid of the awkward silences. You're like, I'm still looking at the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Do you like mozzarella sticks? Yeah, they're good.
No, I agree because they're hard to honestly look at because a lot of them pictures and you got that small text. You can't see the whole menu at once. It's hard to navigate as opposed to just
I want the big ass menu. 5 pages.
Kyle says, I don't want to take my phone out and look at the online menu. If I want to do that, stay home. Yeah, or delivery.
Don't you just hate QR codes in general?
Yes. They're like cool at first. Now they're like,
no, that's a very old man statement. Why
I don't
not?
like QR codes.
Why?
Well,
Even as a designer, like when I try to include them and utilize them, people don't really use them.
Right.
They don't use them a lot. I think menus are really the only one, and that's because you're held hostage a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people got to get used to starting it. I'm trying to contemplate when I'm going to start this podcast normally. Do 4 hours or
good morning,
do
Peter.
2 hours. That's Gittins.
I like to call him Peter with an accent.
All right, I'm going to play the speed break real quick. This is what we just recorded. And you're going to hear the beginning of Incubus. Watch.
Pardon me. Yo, I'm at that age now where like I had my knee pop the other day and it freaked me out. I had like an existential crisis.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm at that age now, I think, where it's like you hear a pop or a crack in your body and you're like, I'm dying.
Yeah, I get out of bed and it sounds like bubble wrap. What are you talking about?
Clear.
Comedy gold.
Gold.
So wait, what were you just saying? We don't want to do a 4-hour podcast.
Yeah, we do.
No, you don't.
Anthony wants 4 hours.
You don't.
I don't
4
know.
hours.
I know. Well, it's about. Well, I was going through
With
my
tipping.
analytics yesterday, right? Of YouTube. Initially, obviously, the first month of the podcast broadcast was 4 hours,
Right.
and a lot of people like checking it out and crossover to be like, what's going to go on. But that first month of the show also like sucked really bad.
Mhm.
Now, the past few months, our analytics have been going up in a way of, more time spent listening. And I think that's very reflective of the show. Some days, though, radio is so weird. Some days the phones are dead and I'm like, nobody's listening. But that was the same case over there, and I got to stop getting in my head on that shit. But at the same time, it does motivate me to be like, go barge into management's office after the show and be like, you need to fucking promote this show, man. Give me, where's my flyers at? Which I still need to get specs from Nathan. And then I still need to get you to make some cool shit.
Well, at least they gave you that backdrop,
Once you
right?
get situated. No,
that was the
it's
stream.
sarcasm.
That's right. Well done.
Ah.
but yeah, so I mean, I'm contemplating like different things to continue to grow the podcast broadcast part of the show and the show in general. But that was positive to see, though, as far as the analytics and seeing that kind of go up, because
Nice.
you saw where it dipped, like August, September, people were dropping off, and our OG streamers, we know, I mean, we've seen people who were on from the very beginning that kind of fell off, that aren't around anymore. Some of them are weirdos, right? That
Sure.
we don't miss. Some of them were not, and that I do miss.
Well, some of it's time of day. So I get what you're saying, because 9 o'clock is like I'm punching into work. So how do you
Right.
sit and watch podcasts, right? So I'm with you.
Yes. And so I contemplate that, like, if we're getting them while they're getting ready for work, as opposed to working, even though 9 o'clock hour has been our go-to and pretty solid as well. So
We should have a segment for that. Like, are you getting fired for us? Are you
No.
risking your employment to listen?
We could do. I mean, remember, you don't have to do all or nothing. It doesn't have to be 4 hours every day. You could do like Fridays or a 4-hour show, or you could think about doing.
no,
We do a 1-hour one in the beginning and then a 1-hour one later. What do you
no,
think of that?
yeah, I mean, that's a possibility, but double up the streams fucks with the notifications and analytics as well. And the one thing that I know in anything, when you're doing something like this in entertainment, consistency is key.
Sure.
That is the rule number one. You have to continue to be consistent and reliable. And by going all like flipping around and being like, today we're doing this and tomorrow we're doing whatever, that's not going to help us in the long run. It's going to mess with everything. The stream is fun. The comments are fun. It adds to the show. And honestly, it would kind of help show sound organic going in and out sometimes. Like Todd was bringing up how
I
sometimes
agree.
the podcast broadcast, we're in conversation and we just catch people up on the air and then go back. But sometimes it can be distracting as well. Like now, because I'm like, what are we talking about next?
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
15 seconds.
Well, what if we do? We should think about 2 hours then. Maybe just to double.
Well, that's
it
what
up
I'm
a
doing
little bit.
today. No, 2
Yeah.
hours is definitely the goal. Will I have enough pre-recorded content by then? That's my question. But let's go into this.
Sure.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I get F My Life emails all the time. Probably about, 4 or 5 a day. Beefvegan at KFMA.com. Sometimes, though, they're not very F My Life worthy. They're actually like asking for advice.
Right.
I got this email from Ray the other day, and this one was actually a DM. And he said, I need some help from the parental veterans out there, So he's asking me to ask my friends who are parents. Now, he married into a relationship and has a daughter who just turned 16, a stepdaughter. Now, I have a daughter who's 16 as well. Mm-hmm. She wants him to replace the lock on her door because she quote unquote demands privacy. Mm-hmm. Now, he wrote, first off, no one's beating her door down to get in. All right. Secondly, he doesn't want to do it. And thirdly, there's been some behavior issues lately that he's not sure warrants privacy, but he still wants to be the cool stepdad. Mm-hmm. So he asked what my experience with this is. And I said, absolutely no lock, period. Right. Mm-hmm. I get that. But see, I had a situation growing up where my parents weren't trusting me when I was a derelict, and they didn't give me a doorknob that had no lock. They took the doorknob off, like straight up.
Hole right there.
It was a straight up hole.
Yeah, no, my parents took my brother's door off.
He just had no door.
Have a door for a while.
He was that big of an a-hole. He had no door. At least that was just a doorknob a-hole, not a full door a-hole. Yeah, see, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Yeah, not even beads. Yeah, you can't even have beads. You can't even have a sheet, anything to obstruct our view. But yeah, I would still plug the hole with t-shirt and clam bake my room just fine.
You rebel.
Yeah. So, but I'm with Ray on this one. Yeah, absolutely not. My daughter doesn't have a lock on her door. I'll knock obviously before I go in, but yeah, there's none of that in the house.
But the parents have so much power now. You know what they have the most?
What?
The Wi-Fi password.
That's true.
They can do anything.
That's at this point, it's becoming an old school parent hack. And if you're not doing that with your kids, then you're doing parenting wrong. And that's the one piece of advice you can get from this. All right, we got to keep this broadcast stream going. My good friend Carlos Arzate is here. I'll get in a phone call. We'll get some listener advice real quick. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Hey, what's up, man?
It's Levi the legend.
The legend.
Yeah, let's talk to Levi Legend on the broadcast stream real quick, and then we'll be back with Carlos Arzate in studio and continue to hang out. It's going to be a good show. All right, what's up, Levi?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, dude? I was just wondering if this phone line can work for like song requests and stuff.
Yeah, I know that you're gonna ask that
because you're a legend. Yes.
Yeah. No, sure. What do you want to hear, Levi?
What sweet deep cut do you want to hear, Levi?
Yeah. And then what social cause are we dedicating it to today?
So, I got like "Bow Down" by I Prevail. Mm-hmm. And everyone who thought Ukraine was just gonna give up, like, bow down.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Go. Oh, you know what? Actually, I had a Russian guy call in, asked for the same song request, but dedicated it to the people of Ukraine, saying, you must bow down.
You must bow.
Ooh. Yeah.
Duh.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if I play that, though, then the Russian guy is going to think that I'm playing it for him and not you. So he's going to think that I'm telling Ukrainian people to bow down as opposed to saying the Ukrainian people aren't going to bow down. So what am I supposed to do in this situation, Levi?
So, there's the lyric in the song that says, like, if you're looking for forgiveness, like, something like that, like, no, not for me or whatever.
That's right. Russia's not going to forgive.
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out before you play this song that, like, I'm the legend here, and like I'm totally behind like the forces of good, not evil. So
that's good.
That's just what I gotta say.
But you're putting Beef in a very hard predicament now because he has to choose between an angry Russian and a legend.
Yeah, but no, see, it's not even a choice because they're both requesting the exact same song, Rico. If I play this song, even with Legend Levi saying, hey, this is what the purpose of the song is, the Russian is going to think it's the purpose that he was requesting the song for.
You're playing it Both sides.
Right.
Okay.
So it's almost like a war anthem for Russia to go
Right.
against Ukraine, which we're obviously all against.
Yeah.
So what can I do here, Levi? What would
But
Riley do?
anyways, I'm like a legend for good, you know. And then like, you know, after the bow down song, just like
I can't even play that. We've already established that.
Yeah.
So okay.
Maybe Dancing Queen.
oh yeah,
I would say, how about Stand Up? I mean, there's, that's a different song.
Okay.
Stand
From Rise Against.
Get up.
Oh, no,
stand
by
up.
just a bunch of different people. I just decided to look that up and see what song.
Stand
Yeah,
up
you
for
gotta
your
stick within the
rights.
format. Now, Levi, what was going to be your follow-up song in this? If you were going to do a 2 for Tuesday request, because you're scheduling the music on the station right now. So what would be the second song?
So anyways, like, so if you guys did play the bow down song, then the Russian guys all happy. So then the follow up song would be So Called Life by 3 Days Grace, and I'm gonna put a chainsaw through the wall of this Russian's heart because he's so happy with the bow down song. I'm just like, oh, what a day to be alive, such a waste of time. And he's gonna feel like, oh man,
Clap back.
like the legend got the upper hand here.
Nah,
the
So
legend
Called
got
Life
the
is
upper
a
hand.
follow-up song.
Well
That's
played.
right.
Well
That's
played.
right. They're obviously playing checkers while you're playing chess, Levi.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. You're playing chess. So
Fire the legend.
why would you ask if this is the number to make requests in? How many times, if you called this number, how many times has a request been played?
Okay, I'm a little bit confused on that one.
Okay.
Okay. So
You're talking to Beef Vegan at
Mhm.
Rock 102.1
you know,
KFMA.
you know that though by
Right.
now, right, Levi?
Oh yeah, I'm just like confused about like how many times I've called this number. I mean,
Every single
you know,
time.
I ain't good at math, so
Check
but-
check your caller ID.
You've called a lot. To this same number, right?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And usually it's
and I kind of took a break. I took a break before calling in.
why did you take a break from listening?
Well, no, I listen to KFMA, man. Like I love the station. I'm just waiting because
For us to shut the fuck up and play the music?
because everyone thinks that, you know, Ukraine is surrounded and they're gonna be like bow down and then like boom.
Boom.
That's right.
Boom.
That's
So
right.
Power of
like-
music, baby.
I mean,
They're
that
gonna be
sums it all up right
Like
there.
Mhm.
damn, like
That's right.
so-called life, dude.
They should play Twisted Sisters. Oh, we're not going to take it.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a Ukraine.
Yeah,
Because they're
that-
not going to
That
take
would
it.
be awesome.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've had enough. And, and then
Yeah,
war, what
definitely.
is it good for?
Mhm.
You know, you got to do that one.
Absolutely nothing is the answer.
Right. And ROCK in the
Well, no, not the U.S. I mean, it was
in the
for-
USA. Oh no, I was thinking what is it? Oh, back in the USSR.
Right.
Yeah, we can't use that one.
No.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's not good. Or the Ukrainians will be back in the USSR after they defeat Russia.
Hey, Levi, why don't you write a song for the Ukrainian people?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Right.
We'll play it.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
song I
would
can play.
love to do that. That would be like my strength right there. Like I write rap songs, like
Same
Do it,
difference.
do it.
I
Ukraine
write
freestyle.
I write cover songs, like totally like.
Levi, can you
You
give me
know,
an
I-
example of one of your rap songs? Just like give me some bars.
Play a beat.
All right,
Here we go.
Let's see, what
We do it a cappella.
song was it?
Hmm.
Yeah, it was like
Acapella.
yeah, we could do it a cappella. You don't need a beat. I just want to hear those
I've got
bars,
99 problems, but Ukraine ain't one.
Hit me.
No, Ukraine is one.
Yes.
Ukraine is one. That's who I'm.
Yeah.
That's who I'm for in this situation.
Give us some bars, legend.
Here we go.
All right, Arizona knows how to purr.
No, stop right there.
Arizona.
Yeah, stop right there. Oh, is this a parody? Oh, this is a parody song. Okay, continue. Arizona knows how to party. Okay. In the city of what? City of Tucson?
In the city,
Uh-huh.
the city of Tucson.
City of
In
Tucson.
the city of Tombstone.
Oh, wait,
Welcome
no, you got
everybody to the Wild Wild West where the tombstone's popping and the Halloween's coming. Like I just gotta say, 2 songs down for those Fright Nights, baby. So I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch Scream, but I almost get stabbed because I haven't watched the Stab 8. Yeah. So come on, all these amazing chicks, and we gonna pop it like
It's a dick.
Ness, but no, it's Arizona.
I'm sure Ukraine is gonna love that.
Yeah,
Ukraine's gonna love that song.
And
So
you know
empowering.
that. And again, when you're doing a parody of California Love, when they do it in the city, they
Yeah.
mention different cities, but you only mention Tucson.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you were going to do a second city that you would shout out, what would the second city be? Do you know the other cities out there in Arizona?
So another city in Arizona.
Hmm? Beyond
I
Tucson.
I could totally do one about Flagstaff.
Okay, there you go.
Ooh.
Flagstaff. All right.
Little
Yeah,
reggae,
yeah,
little
absolutely. In the city of Tucson and the city of Flagstaff. And then we're done. Those are 2 cities in Arizona.
Yep.
And then we'll get back to the, you know.
So I don't know if the freestyle rap I did made any sense. But
No, it
hey,
didn't.
I'm just freestyling.
Well, don't give me a freestyle. I want to hear your written bars.
I haven't written one in so long. You know, I gotta.
What was the last song you
start
remembered?
writing again.
Yeah, well, the last song that you wrote
Last
that
song
you
I
remembered.
remember.
Yeah, the lyrics that you wrote. I don't care if it was
How about
10 years ago if you remember it.
How about I inspire him with a little freestyle about Ukraine?
What's that show? What's my favorite show? The Gong Show? Do we have a
The Gong
gong?
Show.
We got it.
I do have a gong.
Let's
Ooh,
go.
that's a great show.
That's true.
Put it up, B.
I do have to get ready for Carlos. Levi, you are the next great rapper. You are Eminem Jr. I want you to continue to write those bars
Yeah.
down, memorize those,
Mhm.
and you call back with the next six sick bars, and I will remix it, play it on KFMA all day, every day, and make you a big star.
Hey, for sure, dude. Like, so anyways, like, I wrote all those songs, and then like,
He's a good way to transition
Like,
and just
the
keep the
time-
conversation going.
so like the time,
Uh-huh.
so like the time I wrote those songs, I was like partying like
Oh yeah, every
all
day.
day, and
Yeah.
like all night. So,
Yeah, like hoes and 40s and stuff like that.
So like I kind of just woke up and I was like, dude, I don't remember. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna do these songs. I'm gonna write these rap songs
From the
like,
heart.
and these
and
like,
sober.
and these rock songs, like these Tracy KFMA songs, like from the heart and like sober. So
Nice.
and I'll actually be able to remember them.
Hell
So
yeah.
Watch
That's-
out,
that's
Slim
why
Shady.
that's why I gave you guys some sweet freestyles. So I hope it wasn't too
For
bad.
free.
Oh, it was terrible, but thank you, Levi. We'll talk to you here pretty soon and call back with those sick bars. Okay, I got to get ready for Carlos Ezrati. He wrote some songs as well,
Long show.
and he still remembers those lyrics, so that's
Yeah.
going to be fun. Levi, join us on the stream. We're on YouTube and Facebook. You remember how to get on there, right?
Oh hell yeah!
There you go. Well, the legend wants, people want to chat with the legend on our stream, so go there and then we'll talk to you later. Okay. Ugh.
The
I'm
real.
spitting
Alright,
Levi
definitely.
bars. All right, talk to you soon.
We got to call him the real Slim Shitty.
Yeah, the real shit. Did you hear Powers joke?
stand up.
That's so messed up. That's so messed up there, Levi.
There's a beef between him and oh my god.
All right, let's get Carlos Ezrati all set up in here. Earlier this morning, we talked about the lady who used to sell farts in a jar. Well, she got a new side hustle, and it goes a little something like this. Oh, I know you wanted to sing along with that, Rico. Yeah. Rocco on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Let me ask you guys something. You remember a little while back when I did the story about a former reality TV star who had an OnlyFans page who was selling her farts in a jar?
Amber Heard?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. But you remember the farts in the jar story?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was huge.
Yeah. Oh,
Made a
it's
lot
huge.
of money.
Yes, she
lot
was
of money.
making a ton of money selling farts in a jar. Her name's what is it? Stephanie Mato, right? So you know she's crazy because her name's Stephanie, and she was selling a ton of farts in a jar, and she was making great money actually. But now she got a new side hustle, and that side hustle's probably even grosser than farts in a jar.
Drum roll? What is it?
Yeah, do I got your attention? Her new side hustle is selling her boob sweat. Yes.
Oh, good God.
Yes, and she's already making thousands of dollars a day. Now, Stephanie is
Good for
a
her.
well-endowed woman, right? So she definitely has enough boobage to create enough sweat. A lot of guys, if they dated a big-breasted girl, and a lot of big-breasted women out there know that a boob sweat is not the most appealing scent ever. It's actually
Speak for yourself, dude.
Oh, you like that?
Mm.
Oh, how much did you spend on this jar then?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Because
The tax refund came just in time.
well, yeah, I think you need a couple of those refunds because she's making thousands of dollars doing this, selling bottles of her boob sweat for $300 or $500, depending on how much sweat is in them. And she has buyers, tons of buyers.
Woo.
Yes, this is brutal. And now, so she was averaging about $5,000 a day just laying by her pool and sweating. But she had to take a pause because this is where the story takes a turn. A bear started hanging out in her backyard.
Okay. Now, do you mean from the animal kingdom?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I know. I mean, initially,
Not
when-
just a big hairy creep.
yeah, no. I mean, initially, when I read the headline that she had to put her business on hold because bears had been coming to her backyard, I was like, "Can I say that on the radio?"
Right.
Jesus, dirty girl. I'm impressed. I am a fan of Stephanie Motto now. But here's her talking about her latest business venture. Check this out. You know, when people say a lot of people are wondering, that means nobody asked at all.
Yeah.
You know, but
I mean, sales dried up.
yes. Her boobs off. Yeah. Yeah.
Cha-chas.
Oh man, this is where we're at as a society.
Yeah.
So here's her talking about the bear in the backyard. Mm-hmm. Don't be
offensive.
yeah. Come on, just call it a bear, okay? A bear's a bear.
Work.
Yes.
Put out of business.
My boob sweat brings the bears to the yard.
I'll
Oh
tell
my
you,
God.
another 10 grand would have put up a fence around your $200,000 pool.
Yeah. Well, you don't need a fence when you got those floaties that she got in her chest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So there you go. Save your money, kids. Boob sweat online is the latest craze. We'll let the reset be back with your F My Life and so much more. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, that's yes. Well, no, I just sent you another one. All right, we're getting Carlos Arzate all set up here on the podcast broadcast and on the air, and there you go. So you could buy boob sweat now, and of course, after we talked about boob sweat, then Rico brought up the fact that we're still trying to bottle beef ball sweat and sell that to people, but it won't be actual ball sweat; it'll be hot sauce. And I just got a media request to interview The Miz and Maurice.
Oh, nice. Ms. and Mrs. That'll be fun.
Mhm. Yeah. On Thursday, 6/9. So,
Yeah.
oh shit. Is that? Oh, that's next week. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk to The Miz.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah. Well, Rico and I will. It's not technically your day.
Oh, I
And,
guess,
yeah.
you know, what can you tell us about the Miz there?
Yeah. You're a big fan of The Miz there, Rico?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So he is. There's Carlos, everybody. I'll put you backstage real quick. And then get in front of that microphone there, Carlos. Yeah, so we're going to do a little tease. So basically, this first segment after we play in the end is kind of just, we're going to just catch up, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be directing people to the podcast broadcast stream so we can mic you up to do a performance.
Okay.
And, you know, I just want to talk about some of the past gigs you did around town, you know, because just the legacy of Carlos Arzate. Now, I've known Carlos here for years, from bringing him up to Phoenix and booking him on shows in Phoenix.
That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, dude. I mean, I look at some of these Facebook memories and shit. They're coming up on a decade.
Yeah, I think a decade is when I started doing the solo stuff, man.
Yeah. Well, you still had the Kind Souls when you first started coming
That's
on,
what it
too.
was,
Yeah.
2012, I started with the Kind Souls, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who did you have before that?
I had a rock band, like a metal band called American Android.
Ooh, yeah. You still have it.
It was like a political kind of rock band. It was like Soundgarden and Rage Against the Machine squashed together.
Nice.
Um,
Do you still have that music online?
you know, we don't have it online.
You put it online,
The guys
man.
wanted to put it online, and we had meetings earlier this year, and it just never materialized. But it should be on Spotify. And
Well, Spotify is online.
We should do it. You just got to get it all published, right?
Yeah.
We have CDs.
If you get it published right, I can't play it on the stream. But I'm saying, yeah, do you have any raw shit that I could play on the stream? That'd be great.
I think your audience would dig that music. I think it was 15 years too early, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we got 15 seconds. We're gonna get on the air here with Carlos. Levi the Legend's on the stream as well. There you go.
He is.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Just noticed that Levi the Legend just joined our YouTube stream, so he's hanging out there. If you want to chat with the legend Levi in studio, we have a different legend here, Carlos Ezrati. He is a local legend, and is performing tonight, which we'll talk about. But we're gonna give you a rundown because Carlos is the type of artist and musician that either you recognize his name. But if you don't recognize his name, you would recognize the man himself because you've probably seen him perform around town over the last 2 decades, right?
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to talk some of these gigs that he's done, some prominent gigs, as some of his resume here. And then we're going to do some live performances on the broadcast stream. I'm very excited about it. And of course, we're going to talk about the show that you can go to tonight to check out him and the Senators, who are also a fantastic band. So if you're looking for something fun to do tonight, we got your hookup. But first, let's play some Linkin Park and we'll be back with more. But keeping the conversation going on the broadcast stream. You can join us on the Facebook page or youtube.com/beefvegan. You know the name of the show. I thought you were going to say it.
Oh, you got a point at me.
There. That's all right.
I thought you got caught up because of what he said last time.
No, what?
Where he's like, people are going to think the name of your show is Let's Go.
No, they're not doing that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So we got about 3 minutes here.
Do you need headphones or is he all right?
Yes, give him headphones.
Yeah, here. Whose headphones you got?
No, but I should have an extra set down there, Powers. It's around. Well, you only need 2 because we're going to get you in on the mic, or you might have to buddy up with Powers thing.
I'll say, you want
there.
I don't see an extra here.
There should be there. All right.
We got 1, 2.
Riveting podcast entertainment here.
Oh, hello, gang. Oh, bye. See you later.
Use this. There you go. Those aren't the best, but
Dang, Beef. Come a long way, man. I remember sitting in your living room in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the broom closet is not too much of a step up, to be honest with you, Carlos.
Yeah, but at least you got soundproof walls now. And
that's true.
That banner.
Yeah.
This piece of metal hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah, I know. Well, this engineer is supposed to set this studio up even better, right? They approved in the budget like a remodel of this studio, because this is not even how a radio studio should be set up.
Yeah.
This is like literally a production studio. And they approved this, corporate approved it back in December. So it was like ready to go. And it's fucking June, man. And my GM is getting pissed. And I'm pissed too. And I'm buddies with my engineer too. But it's like, dude, fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to do something. And I had the dead man walking contract we talked about before, where I got a year contract. They were expecting me to fail.
Sure.
And I didn't. And they just renewed me for 2 more years, which is great news. But now I'm like, okay, well, this is everything that we did in this past year, we did on our own with zero assistance. The only thing they gave us was the airtime and a shit ton of obstacles.
Sounds like a musician with a label.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It is very much like that.
DIY DJ.
Right. But now that we got past that point and it's like, hey, you just renewed and invested for 2 more years. Well, then help us out, man. A little bit of help would go a long way. So I know I don't want to keep bitching about it, but I keep bitching about it. All right, we got 45 seconds here before we keep it going. I think we got booted from YouTube.
For what?
Yeah.
Why? I see YouTube comments. No one's saying anything.
I'm seeing the YouTube comments, but I'm not seeing the streamer count on there.
Oh.
Whatever. We'll figure it out. It's about to be picking up sound. Let's see. Okay, we're still good on the YouTube? Good. Well, then I won't worry about these numbers. All right, here we go. Yes, thank you. And yeah, 2-year renewal is fun. And we're just getting started. But again, a little bit of assistance, we will maximize it, just a little bit. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out with my good friend Carlos Arzate, formerly of Carlos Arzate and the Kind Souls. And I'm saying your last name correctly, right? No, damn it.
Still, that's all good though, man. Because I got so much love for you.
Yes.
Hey, let me show you. Let's just clear up the air right now.
Okay.
The letter R and then Zate. So just say Arzate.
That's what I've been saying. Have I not been saying that, Powers?
You're saying like is something.
I say R, yeah. Arzate.
It's difficult. I know.
Yeah, it's difficult for me. I mean, I mess up words all the time. So your name I've always butchered, but out of love.
For reals.
Yes. So now, Carlos, if you're not recognizing his voice, he's a man that has been a legend around town for quite some time. I mean, in fact, he's such a talent that I knew of him up in Phoenix and would utilize him on my show and for different concerts that we would do. So we've had a lot of great times together. And he's performing tonight with the Senators, another band that I know that kind of has that throwback, I want to say like Mumford and Sons style vibe, but a little different and very talented as well. But where have people seen you around town over the past 20 years? I know you've done some pretty prominent gigs where people are like, oh, you're that guy.
Yeah. I mean, I played pretty much every venue in Tucson, including the Fox Theater and even the TCC at one time. Did a pretty big festival there, but just always just taking the big opportunities as they come. Not necessarily always an opener for national acts that are coming through, but more so like mid-range acts that are coming through. And we have a big set, so we don't want to kind of overshadow anybody either.
Right. Yeah. They got to be careful on that too. I mean, tonight when you're performing, are you going solo or are you bringing like a bunch of musician friends?
I have a band, man. I have my full band tonight for the first time since pre-COVID.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So this is like your post-COVID come out show.
Man. I've been playing solo gigs, which are really easy and they pay really well because you don't have to pay anybody. But this is just like the rehearsals leading up to this show is just reminding me of like the love for music and just like the embrace of sound around you with other musicians and all these guys I'm playing with tonight are just super pro. And
how many people are in this band?
It's a 5-piece tonight.
It's a 5-piece. Okay,
no horns tonight.
No horns tonight, right? Which give it that great Sonoran sound and that feel.
Yep.
Because it's Sonoran rock to me.
That's what we call it, Sonoran soul. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Rock, for sure.
You feel it, and it definitely it embodies and encapsulates Tucson in a sonic way. If you're like, what does Tucson sound like? This is the music that Tucson sounds like to me. So having that 5-piece going into like acoustic guitar, electric guitar, bass, drums,
right?
And is there any other
backup vocalist Catherine Burns tonight?
Oh, look at that,
sweet
with some harmonies.
Yeah,
nice. So where's this gig tonight?
Hotel Congress.
Oh, a little HOCO.
There's a little bit of tickets left, so you definitely want to hop up on those tonight. Doors open at 7:30.
Are you going to be on the inside stage or the outside?
Inside stage.
Okay,
which
nice.
is dope too because I haven't performed on that stage in a long time either. So.
Right. When was the first time you performed on that stage?
Probably with my rock band American Android back in like 2003 or something like that.
Yeah.
2004 maybe.
Right.
Yeah, that stage has moved around quite a bit through the years, but it's always a warm embrace,
Yeah, absolutely. Doesn't Carlos have that artist vibe too?
Oh, I was gonna say this soft-spoken soul right here. My goodness, I'm falling in love with him as we sit here.
Like
I fell in love with your shoes. So we're good to go.
Captain Cool, honestly. Yeah. So we're gonna take this conversation to the podcast broadcast, and Carlos is gonna perform a song for us, and we'll continue to hang out here on the show. So keep it right here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Boom, boom, boom,
dude. Thank you, man. That's awesome, dude. Fucking compliments. That's great.
Yeah. Well, you're very compliment worthy. So not a problem.
Here's what I was gonna say. You can tell the guy's talented because he's not in here talking about how much talent he's got. He's soft spoken, just like, it's just great to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's a talented man. Yeah,
that's right.
It's just a couple decades, just doing a thing around town.
So here's what we're gonna do. Earlier this morning, we talked about some devastating news for people who were planning on getting married by Elvis. I'm going to share that clip with you. When we come back, we're going to have Carlos Arzate performing live on the podcast broadcast. So keep it right here. KFMA, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents. I'm getting everything all set up here. Powers threw me off with his wackadoo questions. I'm looking for my exciting. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't even have your mics on yet. Oh, I did want to talk about this. I talked about I teased the inflation. It's popcorn. Apparently, popcorn's going to go up. It's part of the latest inflation supply chain issues. I'm using air quotes when I say that.
Popcorn.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. So they're saying that popcorn could be going up, and there might be a limited supply of popcorn in the next couple months, which would really grossly affect the movie theater industry, because essentially that's where they make all their money, is gouging you at the concession stand.
Yeah, I was gonna say, since it costs 2 cents to make it, what's it gonna cost? 3 now?
Stoked about this Elvis movie that's gonna come out. We saw the trailer for it when we saw Doctor Strange.
Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah, the early buzz on that film is amazing, but I got bad news for Elvis fans, and this timing couldn't be worse, because there's going to be an Elvis resurgence of popularity based off this film. You know this, right? It's predictable, but one of the staples of Elvis and his legacy is that you go to Vegas and you have an Elvis style wedding.
Yes.
Right? Everyone knows that. It's been cliche now for 4 decades.
Yes.
Since Elvis passed away in 1977, they've been doing these Elvis style weddings. I think it started at the Gretna Green Chapel. They changed their name to the Graceland Wedding Chapel, or after Elvis passed away. And then ever since, there was Elvis impersonators being ministers marrying people. Well, the bad news is that is no longer a thing.
Why?
100%. Well, because Elvis Presley's estate, family members of Elvis, put a kibosh to it.
What?
Yeah, yes. Authentic Brands Group,
No.
was responsible for the licensing of the Elvis estate, sent out cease and desist letters to all Las Vegas chapels last month, decreeing that they may no longer use his image at all in trademark, meaning no longer will you have an Elvis themed wedding. You cannot have Elvis marry you. Nothing.
What?
Wow.
That's the end of an era.
The end of a 4-decade era.
Dang.
Yes.
They're taking it back.
Yeah.
Taking it back though, for what? I mean,
they're like, we got to change Elvis's legacy again. We want it to not be this. We got to change the brand. They're trying to get rid of it. That's nuts.
Yes.
Dang.
Now, this Elvis theme marital therapies have played a huge role in the $2 billion per year that was generated from Las Vegas weddings. But the group doesn't care. They say Presley's name, likeness, voice image, and other elements have been used without authorization. So essentially, they're just getting greedy. They want all the money.
Yeah.
And this, coincidentally or not, comes after Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker had their own Elvis theme wedding in April. So once they saw Kourtney Kardashian do it, they're like, okay, it's done. It's ran its course.
You know what? My parents, I just remember now, my parents got remarried. We went to Vegas I think 2005. They got remarried by an Elvis.
Yeah, you know, it's a weird thing.
My mom.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
They love
Vegas
that
People love Vegas weddings.
Yeah, the Elvis weddings. This is insane. And this is right before the new Elvis movie drops. So there was going to be an uptick in business, and it does affect a lot of people. Here's audio of an Elvis impersonator who's now worried about his livelihood.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say he deserves it? That was a terrible Elvis. That didn't sound anything like him. I'm gonna be homeless and mama.
Know something? I could be on the street pretty soon here.
I need a
the ghetto. In
the ghetto. Yeah. So there you go. End of an era. So what next? Well, we got to focus on the next celebrity theme wedding. And I've been pitching for a while, Tupac impersonators. So now it's time for the Tupac theme wedding. Let's go on to the next 4 decades, because he's still alive, right?
Just stay away from Vegas for at least 2 more months. There's gonna be so many sequins and like pompadour wigs on the streets right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be so many Elvis impersonators begging for change. It's a sad affair.
It's gonna be a sad.
Yes. All right. Well, let's hit the reset. We'll be back with more devastating news after this. Here. Boom. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast stream. I got Carlos Arzate all set up to perform a song for us. And you say you're going to perform a rocker for us, huh? An acoustic rocker, Carlos?
I'm going to try to play as rocking as possible for your audience, man.
Nice. Excellent. And again, where's the show again tonight?
Hotel Congress.
Oh, yeah. Hotel Congress. Yep. And what time you going?
We'll be on at 8:30.
Okay. And that's with the Senators as well.
Senators will be opening up the show tonight.
You're doing these damn weeknight gigs. I'm like,
right.
I still might make it. All right.
We'll put you on the guest list.
All right. That's good. I usually sneak in for free anyways.
There you go.
All right, well, let's do this. Carlos Arzate, check this out.
Song's called Classic. You good? She's a classic, vintage tattooed skin, water fountain hair, black boots, denim jeans, carefully put together while appearing not to care. She had lips like first impressions, men life for death, curls as complex as the twinkle in a daring stare, feral eyes wandering here and there. Raising hell is a calling card, but don't bother trying. You ain't even half a type unless you're living like you're dying. She walks across the street, lights a cigarette, dances a curb ballet. She's burning the candle at both ends. Are we lovers or are we friends? Next thing I know, I was stolen far away into her deep waters. I had to swim back against her waves to make it back to shore. Raising hell is a calling card, but don't bother trying. You ain't even half a type unless you're living like you're dying.
Yeah, there you go, Carlos Arzate.
Thank you.
He's performing tonight with his full band at Hotel Congress with the Senators. And look at that. We got good comments here. He's got Peter Dix, great voice. Fantastic. You have another, I know you have another song in you. We got another 4 minutes. Did you plan on doing another one?
I didn't, but I could.
We'll sit down. We're going to play some games too and do some radio stuff. That's fantastic. Look good, sound great. How did it sound there over YouTube? Man, he says that was great. Good. This is my first in studio performance with this. No, not. Yeah, singing the guitar. Yeah.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah. So it was.
I'll take it.
You were my experiment as well. Like, how's this going to sound on the podcast broadcast stream? Yeah.
I hope it sounded all right. That's an exclusive, man. Nobody's even heard that song yet, man.
What was the name of that song again?
Classic. It's not even recorded or anything.
I loved it. I fell in love with that girl by the second lyric. I was like, oh, I know this girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like,
I think a lot of people do, you know?
Oh, yes.
I think she knows who she is too, I guess.
Yeah? You're not talking about your wife?
Oh, well, I mean, this is songwriting, man. Like, there's artistic liberties, man.
That's true.
I'm inspired by a lot of people, man. Like, so it's like, it doesn't, if I wrote everything about Beth, it would just be love songs nonstop.
That's true. That's his wife.
Yeah.
Rico, fix his camera because you got him. I mean, Carlos is 6'4" in stature, right?
Yeah,
Giant of a man.
Yep.
So, you know, and he looks like he's 9 feet tall when he's sitting down on this stream. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to play some games here on as well. But yeah, that looks like that sounded good. So I'll be able to clip that up and share it out as we get people to get excited about the show, which I'm still probably going to tonight. I'm like, all these late nights, man.
Hey, well, we only live once, man.
I know.
More than ever.
Right.
More than ever, man. It's just got one life.
That's the thing. Yeah. Well, you know, and I'll let the Senators know, like, make that first song count because I'm out by the second song.
You just show up. We'll get you a drink and we'll call you an Uber, man.
Yeah. It's not about the Uber and everything. It's about waking up.
You know, you got to protect the asset, man. You got to sleep. Rest is really important. I'm sounding really old, but it's so true. You know, the liver doesn't work the way it used to, you know.
No, I I know. And it gets harder to wake up every day when you go out the night before, which essentially was the first decade of my career here, doing mornings, is that late nights, early mornings, and then lots of red line. Ooh, oh my God, man. Yeah. That's going to catch up with me. I know it, but until then. Four Loko. Oh yeah, it is like Four Loko. It honestly is. I'm going to share this video here that you're going to be able to see on the stream in about a minute 30. It's about weed. We're going to be talking about weed.
Oh
yeah.
I know something. I know a little about that.
Yeah, I think you know a little bit. Oh, speaking of which, well, not even speaking about weed, but you know how setting up Carlos's performance, I talked about the sound of the Sonoran Desert. Would you, Powers, hearing the song and stuff, think that was spot on?
Yeah, that was fantastic. I love the way that guitar sounds at the end. Also, it's something to be sitting right next to someone as they perform, be like, your inner monologue is like, wow, I cannot sing at all. Like, that's what singing sounds like. I'm like, oh, man.
And you should hear him harmonize. And with the horns, the whole nine, the full band experience is great. And congratulations on getting back together, getting out there, performing with the full band as well. Because I know, it's fun performing and it's good money performing solo. But, yeah, I know the experience is like night and day. It's a completely different animal. And, to be able to be a maestro and get everyone on the same page to bring these songs to life and give them a full sound is got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, man. I got to thank the Senators for that, man. Like inviting me on the gig in the first place to do the show here in Tucson. And it's one of their stops on their tour. And it just, that was a good motivator for me, man. Cause I haven't really been seeking out the opportunities or anything like that these days,
Well, shit. If you need motivation, then I'm getting back in the game myself, so I might have a couple motivating gigs to throw your way. All right, we got 3 seconds. Let's get on the radio here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We just saw and listened to a live in studio performance from Carlos Arzate. I'm not going to say your name correctly, but most gringos won't because dumb like me and got fat tongues. But Arzate.
Yeah.
Can you roll your R? Can you go R?
I do it in my throat. I do. So it's not like rolling my R. I mean, my girlfriend wishes, but I'm like, I do it like that, but it's in my throat. It's not my tongue.
Yeah.
What? Nope. No.
Arzate.
That sounds you make good. It sound good. I can't do that. Let's talk weed, man.
Okay.
Yes. I haven't been to a Sugar Skulls show yet or game yet.
Yeah.
But it's something that I have on my agenda. Like I want to go to a game here soon. Arena football is exciting to watch when you're live. This story happens to involve arena football. There's an indoor league that is in Georgia that some actual former NFL stars have played in, like Johnny Manziel and Terrell Owens. So it's a legit big league. But they're not important for this story. Jason Stewart is. Jason Stewart was the quarterback for a team called the Zappers. And I say was for good reason. So what Jason did is he threw a touchdown pass last week and he celebrated as one does.
Yeah.
Right. It's arena football. You do a little juke dance. Yeah. You spike the ball. That's a normal football celebration.
Yeah.
Jason, he didn't just do a normal football celebration. He stepped up the game a little bit, as I'm going to be showing in the broadcast stream here. So you're going to see Jason throw that touchdown pass, and as soon as he threw the pass, Jason reaches into his little quarterback satchel right in front of him, puts a doobie in his mouth, lights it up on the field, and smokes a joint while celebrating and then passing it around to teammates and fans. Which, I mean, what a great experience. Sometimes you get a beer, and you get to share that. But yeah, he lit up a joint and sparked it up and passed it to his friend in the Arena Football League. Now, of course, it's arena football. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, right?
Sure.
Not to be people are even in attendance, but in the state of Florida, it's illegal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Now the FCF, the league actually supports marijuana and the responsible use of cannabis, the league that he plays in, but he didn't read the fine print.
Yeah.
So yes. He's not sweating it though. He says he's just doing fine in life off the field, but I think that's weed talking.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. But I wanted to share that. So that's an interesting way to celebrate a touchdown celebration.
That video has Nate Diaz vibes.
It does. Has Nate Diaz vibes for sure. All right, let's keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. I got another performance that I'm going to squeeze out of Carlos. I'm like, oh, by the way, we're doing 2 songs. What? Yeah, we're going to do 2 songs with Carlos here on the podcast broadcast stream, plus a replay of F My Life and more. It's Rock 102.1. Clear. Sorry about that. I blew out my eardrums with the thing. All right, so as Carlos is getting set up and ready to do another song, we had a crazy edition of F My Life this morning. In case you missed it, went a little something like this.
Loving by your mom.
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another round of F My Life. These unfortunate situations emailed to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, we're all ears. 600 KFMA, that's 600-5362. Give us a call and we'll weigh in on your F My Life situation. Powers and Rico are both in studio weighing in on these with me. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, Clark sent this first email. He said, today my girlfriend broke up with me. Her mom, who had passed away years ago, told her that I was cheating on her telepathically. This is the reason why. That's my life, Rico.
Yes.
Okay, what do you say?
I think I'm gonna say Big Baby because you're dodging a bullet. This girl saying her mom telepathically did this. Time to go.
Clark, I'm not 100% convinced you weren't cheating. I mean, those dreams, they say things. So, all right.
I've seen X-Men.
Exactly.
I know how this works.
We'll agree to disagree, move forward. All right, Donna sent me this next email. She said, last weekend I traveled by plane for the first time. Once in the air, I was absolutely terrorized by the whole experience. Luckily, they had free booze on board, so I necked some to steady my nerves. Unfortunately, the vodka mixed with air turbulence made me spurt some vomit onto my lap. Ugh, that's my life, Powers.
I'm gonna say yes. That's like one of my nightmares. I don't want to get sick on a plane.
Yeah, no, that's not good. What do you say, Rico?
Acid reflux at 40,000 feet? No thanks.
Yeah, F my life for sure, Donna. Better luck next time. All right. This next F My Life here is anonymous. Today, it was my 1-year anniversary with my boyfriend. We had dinner reservations to an expensive restaurant and planned to see a movie after. At least we did until he called to tell me he volunteered to work tonight and he won't get off till 2 a.m. F My Life for that.
Big Baby.
Big Baby.
Yeah, Man Panel says Big Baby. And you shouldn't have been anonymous on this. I'll respect your wishes, but at the same time, like, come on. Men got to work. That's the thing. It's a catch-22.
Gotta work.
Women want a man with the job and then want them to be home and be like, wow, you work too much once they're in a relationship.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah,
I can't have it.
It's a cliche. All right, 2 more left, and I didn't know which one to end with. All right, so here we go.
Okay.
Chris sent me this first one. Said, today I heard my wife and daughter arguing. My wife took away my daughter's phone and laptop for being disrespectful. My daughter screamed, calling her mom a fat cow. My wife simply said, yeah, well, you're going to look exactly like me when you grow up. Now they're both locked in their rooms crying. F My Life, what do you say, Rico?
No, Big Baby. That's a win.
Why?
Because they're both away from you in their rooms crying about harsh realities.
Yeah. Oh, no, we got to get you laid, buddy.
Yeah,
all right,
oh,
what do you
nice.
say, Powers? Yeah.
I'm gonna say F My Life because of the same thing Rico said. Because now you got 2 of them in the other rooms crying.
Yeah.
That's real pain.
Yeah, that's a situation I
here.
can relate to, and I would not like that at all. All right, so we're going to veto Rico and say F My Life, and here's our final F My Life of the day. Vicky sent me this email. She said, today, after several months of starting an antidepressant at the same time as my husband, I have horrible side effects, including weight gain, drowsiness, and acne. His only side effect? He can now only achieve an orgasm through oral stimulation. Lucky me. All right, we're back on. I'm just reading Levi's Legends. He's like, Manny, thanks, bro. Just want to bring some hilarity and joy to y'all. Well, we haven't been doing that, Levi? Nah, I'm just kidding. All right. Let's get ready for we're going to try to make this next performance look more rock and roll-ish with our lighting. So we got Carlos, of course. You know, I put him on spot to play another song. Luckily for me, he's been writing songs his entire adult life, so his catalog runs deep. How many songs do you think you've written in your life?
You know, Actually, with the solo project, I'm at 72 songs.
72 songs.
I just counted them with my kids the other day, so like that's pretty cool.
You're teaching your kids how to play your songs?
Yeah, they could learn my stuff pretty easy. They learn music the right way from the beginning. You know, we just grew. It's a musical family. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So are they multi-instrumentalists? You got them on piano first?
Piano first, then guitar.
Nice.
Piano and guitar, basically, and they can all sing. My son doesn't say he can sing, but the boy understands how to sing. It's just a matter of him coming into his own, I'm sure. But my girls have just the sweetest voices, you know.
So when are you going to start forming the family band?
Well, hey, during COVID, Arizona Arts Live had us come out to the Botanical Gardens and do a family performance. That's how they invited me to do the show. And they filmed it. It's a professional recording, so you can see that like on Arizona Arts Live. That's
on YouTube?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're going to pull that up for sure.
You can see the kids singing.
Yeah, no. All right, well, let's do that then. No, let's before first, I'm going to hear a song live in studio from Carlos, and then we're definitely pulling up that video clip. I want to see all the Arzates perform together. That's a beautiful thing. That must have felt great, right?
It was really great, man.
Yeah.
When you look at the video, though, you take a look at my face, man. My face was just in so much pain because I had a bad tooth problem at the time. And then just muscling through that was tough, but you can see it today. I'm just like,
but yeah, well, I mean, at the same time, though, even though that hurts and it's probably hard to harmonize on that, it's probably good if you were trying to do some metal or something guttural. Yeah, even though you're at a desert museum, so it probably wasn't the environment, but to be like, that would be amazing.
It was just the sweetest song.
Yeah, but I feel that pain, you guys in the moment, in the zone. All right, what's the name of this song you're gonna perform for us, Carlos?
This is a classic called "Sinner or Saint."
Sinner or Saint, right here on the podcast broadcast. Check it out.
You might be a sinner, you might be a saint. You might be pretending you're something you ain't. In the old Pueblo, you do whatever you can to make something grow from the dry desert land. Going through the paces, different scenes and places, but in the end it's all the same. It's all the same. You might be lonely and looking for love, love, love. You might be dependent on a God up above. When you're out in the world, you'll do whatever you can to make something grow from the dry desert. We're going through the paces, different scenes and places, but in the end it's all the same. We're all the same. Da-da, 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 da-da. Da-da, 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 They'll only come clean when it's time to repent. But in the old Pueblo, you do whatever you can to make something grow from the dry desert. Going through the basins, different scenes and places, but in the end it's all the same. We're all the same. It's all the same. We're all the same. You might be lonely and looking for love, love, love.
Carlos Arzate right there. Look at those high notes, dude. Like you got like more range since when I first started hearing you. Did you like feel like
I'm trying to keep up with Adam Bruce, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And Adam Bruce Emergence is, and you guys probably have heard me play Emergence on this stream before over the past couple of years. His voice is amazing too, but I'm telling you, there were some notes there. I was like, oh, look at that. Yeah. You've been working that muscle. All right, grab a seat, get comfortable. We got some more radio, and then I did find the clip of the Carlos Arzate and the Familia.
You got the name down now. Man.
Yeah, Arzate. Well, that's what I was saying, right? I mean, I'm saying that. He's so used to me butchering it that he's just like, no, you're doing it wrong. But yeah, we're gonna play that here after this next radio segment. There's a TikTok hashtag that I got to share with you because, especially you, Powers. This is something that you'd be into if you went on a cruise with your girl.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I think your girl would be into it too. It's possible.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
She's into lots of stuff.
All right, so we got about minute 10 now. But yeah, have you been working on have you been doing vocal exercises, Carlos?
Nah, man. I mean, I learned how to sing big in the rock bands. American Android was kind of like a progressive metal band, like Tool, Red Hot Chili Peppers,
right,
kind of stuff. And that's where I learned how to really project. And then I was writing a bunch of songs that just didn't fit in that band.
Right.
And that's where I went into the more solo stuff because I couldn't really play the guitar back then. I mean, it's still debatable. I play the guitar. I play the guitar to like set up my voice and to set up my songs and stuff like that. But
right.
Yeah. I mean, I can write anything I want to write now, and I'm not limited, which is pretty cool.
Nice. Well, move that. Do me a favor. I know you can't see it, but yeah, move that microphone so I can hear you, but still see your face because you're kind of hiding behind the face there. Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah, way better. Yeah, so people see you as well.
Okay.
But yeah, no, there's a couple notes in there. I was like, I was surprised that you hit, and you know, you've always had good range. You're a good vocalist, but I was just like, that was some hair metal front man singing shit. Like, whoa, all right.
I mean, I grew up in the '80s, man. This is like big
right.
rock voices, you know, and yeah.
We're back here with Carlos Arzate and Arzate. See, now I messed it up. You're in my head. Yeah, 5 different versions. But Carlos is performing tonight at the Hotel Congress with the Senators. He's our in-studio guest for the podcast broadcast. Performed 2 fantastic songs for us.
Thank you.
Excellent job. Now, let me get you into this. I want to share this information with you because I'm recently on TikTok at beef_vegan. If you're looking to follow, I've been posting stuff. I've been keeping an eye on the hashtag trends. And there's one I came across that is going viral. And I didn't know about this either. And this is why it's going viral. TikTokers have learned the hidden meaning behind a seemingly innocent symbol. They're exposing that an upside down pineapple. Do you know what that means?
An upside down pineapple. No, I don't.
Yeah. It's a sign that a couple is up for swinging.
Oh.
Yeah. The hashtag upside down pineapple has more than 130 million views on TikTok, meaning there's a lot of people interested in this swinging stuff here. Right. With videos explaining that travelers often put upside down pineapples on their hotel and cruise ship doors to welcome partner swapping. So if you go to a hotel or if you're on a cruise and you walk by a room that has an oddly placed upside down pineapple and you're with your girl who's down to get around, you might want to knock on that door.
That's interesting. So is this a picture like the door hanger, or is they just getting a pineapple?
Literally a pineapple.
Yeah.
It's literally, well, I'll show you here. It depends. I mean, sometimes it's a doormat.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Now, I heard this. There's a development up by Anthem, north of here, obviously, north of Phoenix, that has a reputation of having a lot of swingers in this community, which it kind of makes sense just because it's a suburbia built in the middle of the desert, and it's kind of like on the outskirts of Phoenix. It takes a little while to get there. Nice area, but there's the reputation is, and the rumor has it, there's a lot of places that have red lights on their doorsteps, essentially meaning they are a swinger couple. And apparently this is a rumor and speculation. It's a big swinger community up in Anthem. And maybe there's neighborhoods in Tucson that I don't know about. I know that I always look for those red lights, but now I'm going to be looking for upside down pineapples.
Yeah.
Not that it matters. I can be like, hey, babe, they're up for swinging. You're like, so?
What if pineapple is your safe word, though?
Yeah,
Right?
it is. That's probably why it is. An upside down pineapple is the code because you probably have to use safe words to swing. And I don't know. I've never swing. But next time.
It's not too late. It's not too late.
Actually, it's never too late. I think the older you get, the more likely it becomes.
Exactly. It might be too early.
Yes. That might be too early.
Yes.
And I'm emotionally mature enough yet.
Yes. And that's where it is. And you get to a point where you're just like, F it. Yeah, let's sleep around. But I will say this. Here's fair warning, okay? When you're knocking on the doors with upside down pineapple, just keep in mind, you never know who's going to answer that door. So, yeah, swinging might sound great until they open the door. And then you might think, rethink your lifestyle choices.
Thanks for knocking.
Yeah. Well, talking on the podcast broadcast stream, we're talking about Carlos's kids and how they're all like classically trained musicians, and he actually had a really cool moment to be able to perform with them live at a special event not too long ago, and we have a YouTube video of that, so we're going to check out Carlos and the Familia on our podcast broadcast stream. We'll be back with your beef tip right after this. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. I feel like that is confusing, though. I'm like, hey, we're on the stream. We're going to watch this, but then keep it right here. Oh, yeah. Now I go from swinging to good family entertainment. Yeah.
The transitions today. Come on.
That's how I do it. I'm a contradiction here. I'm like, let's talk about fucking. All right, good. Now let's talk about family.
Yeah.
Well,
because, hey.
Fucking precedes family.
Exactly.
You can't have a family without.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Exactly. No. It's okay. We're saying fucking. We're on the stream. We can say fucking all day. He just censored himself for some reason.
Because I'm an adorable man most of the time, and he yells at me when I curse. I cursed earlier, and you screamed at me.
When?
Because I'm not allowed to say the F word. It bothers him.
No, you said it so much.
Yeah. It's fucking appropriate.
I think I didn't yell at you. Stop being a little bitch.
I'm joking. It's not a real yell. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. And this is the great setup to go into Carlos and the Familia.
Yeah.
All right. This song, Younger Than Me. Did you write this song and teach them? Nice.
Yeah. He played the piano with me on this one. Man, this boy is like 2 feet taller than what he looks like in this video.
This your son? What's your son's name?
Brandon.
Arzate,
yeah.
Yeah. See, he just says his last name better.
Oh, gee.
Well, I know, but he makes it sound smooth. All right. Well, yeah, let's check this out. I'll be able to hear this. It's Carlos and the Familia with Younger Than Me.
3, 4. Here we found the body of a young man on Saturday in the first drainage, a little to the left, underneath a mesquite tree. 400 feet from pavement, a jug of water still by his side. Imagine the pain he suffers alone as he dies. What a tragedy. He was only 33. He was younger than me. He died alone, exposed underneath the desert sun. Can you imagine the weight of that young man's fate on the family he left back home? How high a wall will it take to protect your way of life? People with nothing to their names will risk everything to climb. What a tragedy. He was only 33. He was younger than me. Oh, he was only 33. We did a Tiny Desk.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Didn't you do a Tiny Desk?
Yeah, man, it got national recognition, man.
That was incredible.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna pull that up right now too. Yeah, that was incredible
out
and
in
it's
the desert.
great.
Talk about desert scenery.
Your son is amazing, amazing pianist, and you got him playing at what age? Like 2, 3,
Nah.
what,
I mean,
5?
I mean, music's always been around our house, so it's just he started the first lessons were probably when they were 6 or 7 or something. Then they stopped playing for a little bit until they want to do it again, and then that's when he really started taking it up.
Nice.
He just played at the Century Room, which is that jazz club downtown.
Wow,
He did he did a recital there. He was playing Chopin songs and shit. Like, yeah, he's way ahead of me, man.
That's well.
Isn't that
What do
great,
they
though?
say? If
That's
you,
the goal, though. That's the goal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they say if you learn the piano, you can play anything.
Yep.
That's kind of the old thing, right?
Yeah, the last time I had Carlos in studio here was not that long ago, but I just see the KFMA TV video that I shared here that we had recorded. And it's gonna make us feel old, Carlos. So fair warning. This is the last time. This was when we were in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Schmonty.
Yeah, with Shmonty. And shout out Shmonty. He just had a son.
Oh,
So,
man,
yeah.
Congrats, Schmonty.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Yeah, that's my boy Ryan Alfred right there. He produces a lot of my music.
Nice.
He's playing with me tonight too.
oh, good, nice. He's part of the band.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
Always, man.
and then here's the Tiny Desk, which has about 8,000 views. Which I think you cheated because I don't think you were at a desk. You were in the desert.
That's a desk right there. There's a
Where?
desk. The desk I was just writing on right there.
Okay.
So,
So that was your angle to be able to
yep,
submit
be able
to,
do it.
yeah.
There it is. Boom.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
desk. There's a tiny desk with a wide open Sonoran
Yeah.
backdrop.
This was dope. We had fans meet us in this about a 1.5 mile hike to this house called the Bowen Stone House. And then we set up there and the people that were hiking there just watched us as an audience. And we did a 1-take effort there and sent it up. And they noticed it. I didn't win, but they noticed it. You know,
Yeah. And it got
yeah.
featured.
Yeah.
So yeah, you did 1 take. Did you only play 1 song from this audience, or did you end up doing more songs?
No, we just went to do this business, you know, and then left from there. But man, this is a lifetime memory right here.
Yeah.
This worked out real nice. Kelly Carpenter was there.
Yeah, Kelly. Shout out to Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah.
She was just in Tucson recently. It was good to connect with her again.
Yeah, is she living in Bisbee now, or?
Nah, man, she lives in Wisconsin.
Oh,
She
Wisconsin.
moved over to Wisconsin.
That's where Rico's from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Tundra.
Yeah. Let's hear a little bit of this real quick.
What I thought was true.
Yeah, you guys' voices were beautiful together.
Yeah, we had some moments, man, and I think there's some moments to come. I told her I'm actually working on a song right now, just written for her about her. It's not gonna be called Kelly, but
Right.
just talking. I just want to write a song for her.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. We got 15 seconds. Don't forget tonight, if you guys are looking to do something at Hotel Congress, Carlos is going to be performing with his full band, opening up for the Senators, who are a fantastic band as well. Vouch for them. It's a good time. Hotel Congress tonight around 7:30. All right, let's do this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're almost out of time, but before we leave you, I'd like to give you a beef tip. And as always, I'd like to thank our in-studio guest, Carlos Arzate, performing tonight at Hotel Congress with the Senators, who I vouch for. It's going to be a great rock and roll show. So if you're looking for something to do, Hotel Congress around 7:30. Our beef tip today is how to troll a grammar nerd online. All right.
Oh.
Here's some things that grammar nerds just hate. Okay. They hate it when you include misplaced apostrophes.
Mhm.
Right. So like saying it's, if you do it wrong, like it's means it is.
Yeah.
But if you do it like an object, it's it'll drive people nuts.
Absolutely. The
also-
yours, right?
Yeah, the
coming up.
yours, all that. So always misplace your apostrophes if you're trying to troll a grammar nerd. Put periods outside of question marks. Oh, they'll get crazy about that. Too many commas as well, so like literally every 2 words, put a comma. This will drive grammar nerds up the wall.
Yeah.
They'll go nuts. And again, this is how to troll the grammar nerds. Okay. And don't forget to capitalize random words, and to top it all off, use extra exclamation points.
As
Right?
many as you can.
As many as you can. 5 per round.
Yeah.
Every sentence should be ending with at least 5 explanation points when you're not even arguing. This will drive the grammar nerd crazy, and therefore you'll win and at your trolling attempt online.
Especially when you call them explanation points.
F you, Powers. Your microphone's off. Thank you, Carlos. Rico,
Thank you.
You take Powers' microphone next time. There you go. All right. Well, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to learn how to read. And when we come back tomorrow morning, we'll have tickets for As I Lay Dying. Till then, Riley's up next. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later. Peace, guys.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.